Welcome back, everybody, into the Murky Cup playoffs. My name's Bahamut. Thank you all for joining me today. There's a lot of places you can be watching Heroes of Storm. There's a lot of things you can be watching on Twitch, but I appreciate you choosing our little cozy corner of the internet and hanging out with us. And Bandit always, appreciates it as well. We got a bit of housekeeping to go through here as we get into map number 1 in our upper bracket semifinals. Sorry, I chugged too much tea too quickly. So we're going to be having on the left-hand side the dudes. On the right, it will be Three-Legged Cat, who did win their first best of 3 or best of 5 of the day. So these are best of 5s. It is the draft style of heroes that are picked and played are unavailable for future maps, but the bans do not add to that list. So right now, 90 heroes are available. Of course, we have our draft bans, which are that always happens, of course. But those bans won't carry over to the future maps. Only the heroes that are picked and played. There are bounties in this tournament as well. If you'd like to know more about the list of bounties and the bounties that have been completed, you can use exclamation bracket. There's a couple little areas where you can click on the main event tab, and you can see who's claimed what bounties and what bounties are available. All teams can complete the same bounty, so every team could complete Cho'Gall, but you can only complete a bounty once, and you can only complete 1 bounty per map, so you can't draft Cho'Gall and Butcher and get 2 bounties in a game. You'll have to choose which one you want. Upper bracket semifinal, double elimination tournament. This is our second best of 5 of the day. Winner of this goes to the upper bracket final. Loser drops down to the lower bracket quarterfinals, which will be next weekend. Upper bracket semifinal number 2 and upper bracket final will be tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. The tournament series was going to start at 6 a.m. PDT, but the playoffs looks like players needed 1 extra hour, so the games start at 7, which works out for me pretty good. I get to sleep in a little bit. And let's go ahead and see what we got here. Of course, last but not least, if you're enjoying the stream, be sure to drop a follow. If you'd like to subscribe to the stream, it's much appreciated. I think we're 25 subs away from a Diablo 2 stream. And if you're watching over on YouTube, be sure to like and subscribe so we can grow the YouTube page. For some weird reason, my YouTube sub count has been going down, so we're... that's just a bummer to see. But hopefully we can get it back up as we have Blaze first pick on the left-hand side. Blaze will be your first pick. Nice, easy hero for Warhead Junction. Gonna go for the double global with Dahaka and Brightwing to kick things off for Three-Legged Cat. Could see a Falstead priority. There's the double teleport, or there's the teleport locations from top and mid to bottom and mid areas. What do they want to grab here? What do you want to pair in with the Blaze early on? Follow-up CC with a Genji as well. I wonder if they're going to target ban the Anduin in this mid-ban phase. Getting rid of Anduin with Light Bomb. I mean, Light Bomb for Muradin, Blaze, Genji, they're all really good targets. Dwarf Launch is you can increase the range of Dwarf Launch by quite a bit. I think the 1-month gifted subs expire might be the reason for the decline. Huh? Are you talking about YouTube subs? YouTube subs don't go down unless you literally unsub from the channel. YouTube subs are free. It does not cost money to sub at YouTube. That is literally people just unsubscribing from the YouTube channel. Twitch subs go away, yes. But not YouTube subs. By the way, speaking of Twitch subs, Subtember is currently active, so you can get discounts on multiple months of subs at Tier 1, Tier 2, or Tier 3. You get higher discounts at 6 months of purchase, and there's also discounts on multiple gifted subs, so 5, 10, 15, 20. Those will give you the same amount as a discount, so 5 gifted subs is $5 off. So it's $25. But we have Jaina with a Johanna. Anduin was banned. Diablo... banned away as well. I thought you mentioned Twitch. I did. I mentioned both. Well, what do we get, though, for the left-hand side? Still need a healer. And more damage to go with the Genji. Maybe Shimada Bros? Pick up the Hanzo as well. No, their wave clear's lacking. I'd like to see a mage. So they'll pick up Falstad. He kinda has that mage-ish ability. Probably gonna be Q build? No, well, auto attack? No, Q build Falstad would be nice. Into the Johanna with the shield glares and stuff. Yeah, I wasn't too sure about the global. I wasn't sure if they wanted to lean into it. But that means that just about every global is off the table for the future maps in this series. Tracer rounds up the draft on the right. Makes sense. They need an auto attacker. They need sustained damage. All right. Not a bad draft from either side, so let's go ahead and get into it. All right, Twitch Gamble's up. Get your predictions in. Let's head to Warhead Junction, map number 1 in this best of 5 series. The dudes will have Gaff on Muradin, Ultralisk Falstad, Nano Genji, Blood will be your Blaze, and a Banana Rhaegar. Right, so, oh, it's actually going to be Auto Attack Falstad, okay. Right side of the map, we're taking a peek at Three-Legged Cat, Surdath on the Dahaka, High Wraith playing Jaina, Drak is going to be your Brightwing, we'll see Captain Rex on the Johanna, and Valar will be your Tracer.
10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let the battle begin.
Alright, well, a little bit of flaming back and forth, or at least a little bit of memery back and forth, if you will. Team fighting around the center eye. Genji jumps in, a jet propulsion from Blaze. High Wraith will be taken down. Falstad gets first blood for the side of the dudes. Okay. Looks like our Blaze heads down towards bottom lane with Rhaegar in tow. We'll be seeing Falstad, Dahaka top lane, so solo lane will be, or at least up top lane, sorry, will be just be our 2 globals. Brightwing floating around. This is going to be a Hyper Shift Brightwing level 1, so we did see a Brightwing earlier today, and Hyper Shift still seems to be the priority on level 1 for our Fairy Dragons. Tracer blinks in, little recall right there, Jet Propulsion from Blaze. We've got a lot of damage onto Tracer right now, she's trying to back away. Oh, let's see. Dahaki Tissue Regeneration. We got the Regeneration Globes Fingers of Frost for the Jaina. Auto attack, as I mentioned, for Falstad, currently on 1 stack. Gonna need some help from Rhaegar in this camp right now. And some chain heals as well. Muradin able to Dwarf Toss away. How are we doing on Twitch predictions? Not a whole lot. Okay. Third win for our Murd and a level 1 for more sustainability. Parting Gift as well from Tracer. We saw her blink in early on and Parting Gift in front of the fort front gate just to get some extra charge. Because you get 7% per little grenade that does hit the enemies. Falstad and Friends. Well, Falstad is pushing up top. Friends are just below. And I think Brightwing may have seen them pop into lane. Muradin might have gone through the bush a little too far. Dwarf tosses in. Doesn't land the Stormbolt. Hey, good morning, Stark. Good to see you, bud. It is Gamba time. You are literally in time for map number 1 of the second best of 5 to get a Twitch prediction in. Thank you kindly, bud. Uh-oh, Johanna in bottom lane gets the phase shift from Brightwing, but Brightwing soothing this. No, 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 not like this. Wow, Blaze and Friends get the double kill in bottom lane. I thought maybe Johanna would get away with the heal, but it's just not enough. That nerf on Hypershift level 1. If it was still 6%, Johanna definitely lives there. Brightwing still dies. Free money bet on the dudes, yeah. Appreciate you putting up some odds, bud. Looking forward to the session today. Muradin just eats like half a bar of HP, even more than that. Oh, wait. If Muradin dies here to drop the nuke in top, that's going to be real awkward. I think he's dead. Oh, nope. Dwarf toss out. He's fine. Never mind. Nuke in top gets some value.
Has launched
Nuke in top lane to be thrown over here. Is that double? Are they overlapped? No, that was just one. Okay. Bottom lane team fight still breaking out, though. 4v4. Blaze going for the channel. Actually, oh, it's actually 3v4. Sorry about that. Didn't see the Jaina on top there. I thought she had rotated down somehow. Thought she had maybe jumped in through the center teleport, but no. Either way, top nuke has been dropped on both sides. Bottom lane nuke. Trying to hold the minion wave, I think, inside that radial. Radii? There's a name for it. Reticle of the nuke. There's a phase shift down into bottom lane from Brightwing. Still Rhaegar, Falstad versus a Tracer. Whoa, 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 whoa. Ultra, wait, what? Ultralisk with the outplay? Wow, I thought Tracer was gonna have it there. 5th kill over to the side of the dudes. And keep in mind, 3-Legged Cat just came off a series. So they're warmed up, but maybe they're a little tired as well. Keep that, I mean, the last series was a full 5 games. So it's definitely taxing for this team. Nice oil slick into jet propulsion. The Radical. The Radical. No, I think it's Reticle, right? There's the little circle thingy. Dahaka burrows, essence to be utilized. He pops out of the ground. He's fine for now. Avoids getting hit by the nuke, and yeah, there we go. 10 talents here, though, faster on the left-hand side, as they do have those extra kills. Let's go cycle through the other numbers. Genji soaking up top lane. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Banana. Can he get out of here? Oh, I think he doesn't realize that you can't channel while taking damage. I don't think he realized you can't channel that while taking damage. I believe so, right? Correct me if I'm wrong, chat, but Rhaegar tried to sneak away. It did not work out, and he does go down. Haymaker Muradin, by the way, level 10. Gust, Bunker, and Genji Rhaegar holding 10. It's not going to be Bloodlust. Ancestral and X-Strike. Okay, there we go. Gust from Falstad, but the Iron Skin from Johanna was active. She wants to take down Muradin. Throws down the... No way! I can't believe it. Haymaker saves the day, and Muradin does not go down. That's twice Muradin has escaped death. Stormbolt into 2. Shurikens. One of them gets the delay, one of them doesn't, I guess. Because I did see Jaina get canceled, but the Johanna didn't, so maybe one of the Shurikens just missed. Oil Slick slow. Nano getting chunked here. X-Strike from Genji. That's a beautiful kill into Jaina.
Wow.
Wow, indeed. That Haymaker save was insanity. Invade onto the camp. Not too... Wait, Dwarf Toss, Stormbolt. Good damage onto Drac. Comes back in with the Subdue. Or excuse me, with the Punish. No Subdone, only hitting 3 enemy heroes with that. Good attempt from Johanna. Unfortunately, doesn't work out. There's the Hellbats pushing onto the fort front gate right there. Nuke in top lane being launched from Dahaka. Gets tons of value. Oh my god. Not really. Shuriken Mastery done by Genji. Dahaka brush talking into the bottom lane. Looks for the isolation. Lands it onto Muradin. The jet propulsion from Blaze. The Ancestor healing into the Muradin, who did get hit with that isolation. Meanwhile, the fort on the right side does go down. Falstad managing top. And Dahaka has to use the center teleport. He goes up and then immediately jumps back down. Stormbolt hits from Muradin. That's Rhaegar going down. So Jaina finally finding the first or second kill for the ally team. Nano! Unable to get that nuke out in time. A drag from Dahaka, the jet propulsion from Blaze. Decent damage onto Gaff here, who throws back a Stormbolt. Johanna steps up with the subdue, the Condemn and Punish, sorry. High Wraith gonna Hearth out. Blaze gonna do the same thing. Oh, what? How did that Shield Glare not interrupt? Wow, I thought the Shield Glare would have interrupted the Hearth. That would have been beautiful to get hit with the nuke. It wouldn't have killed him, but it would have been kind of funny. But nuke opens up that keep front gate, or that fort front gate, and the entire structure will fall. So traded structures in bottom lane for the time being. I will say this though, his top left fort is around 40% HP. I was gonna say, who's gonna get that last auto? It's the lightning rod coming through. Gonna use the center teleport, the teleport location. Interesting haymaker moment there. Dahaka rush stalking out. He's actually just gonna move over here near the boss pit for safety. He was pushing up onto the fort. Looks like it's on, I don't know, I'd say 469 HP. 342. I was very close. Very close. Dahaka checks the bush and Murden's got the Stormbolt. What timing from both of them. 7-3 in our kills, 13-13 in levels. We'll clear out the fort friend gate in mid. Some shurikens out from Genji into the fort here. All heroics available. A shield glare to start things out from Johanna as the Dahaka takes down top lane fort finally. Stormbolt from Erd into the Jaina. He's got a haymaker available. Jet propulsion, ignited oil slick, but the right wing phase shift bolsters most of Johanna's health bar back up. Falstad with 24 stacks right now. He'll start working on this Hellbat camp. Firebat camp, excuse me. Gonna try and push up into mid lane right now with Jaina and friends. And our nuke phase, I believe this is the third nuke phase of the game. Surdath is gonna get the top nuke. We'll have Genji trying to grab center. Delayed once by Johanna's shield glare. Dahaka flanks. Genji does get the nuke in time. A cleanse from Rhaegar. The gust from Falstad is too late and Muradin does go down. Genji does get the nuke. He's able to get to safety this time. Won't be dropping it. As I mentioned, that Firebat camp in bottom, or that Hellbat camp. Nuke in mid dropped. Good Ancestral onto Ultralisk right there. He's able to back away with a barrel roll away. And Murden's going to respawn right now. Next nuke locations will actually be the exact same as... Oh, no. We'll have 4 nukes, actually, since we'll have the bottom left and right as well. So I thought it was going to be the same amount, but no. And I think Genji is still holding one. Yep, Nano still got that. It's okay right now for the side of Three-Legged Cat. They're actually Hellbats. Blazes of Firebat. Didn't I say Firebat? For Hellbats? Didn't I say that? I don't know. It's too early for me still. We've been going for 3 hours and 30 minutes. Falstad pushes up mid. 16s on both sides. Plus shield starts things out. Purge. Dahaka misses the isolation, lands the drag, but immediately Blaze turns around and gets the jet propulsion. The gust from Falstad to split the enemies as Dahaka gets some essence activated, but he will be going down. Murda Dwarf tosses in, lands the haymaker onto Johanna, and she falls as well. Rhaegar bite onto this Tracer. Still Falstad autoing onto the fort. Genji coming through with some shurikens as well. Bottom lane camp pushing up. Ice block from Jaina only delays the inevitable. No, I thought she was going to be dead there. Not the case. Falstad hearths out to go clear camp and wave and bottom on the keep front gate. Our next nuke phase should be announced pretty soon, if I'm not mistaken. But it's a 2-for-1. And the dudes come out on top of that, only losing their Muradin. Ah, yes. The Archangel plus the Void Ray. My favorite camp, Archangels and Void Rays. It's just so weird that the Archangels say Goliath online. Must be a bug. So 54 seconds on our Ancestral for Rhaegar. It's the only heroic on cooldown. Brightwing's actually got 2 blink charges available. Nukes are here, ready for collection. Tracer blinks in, a haymaker from Murden to push back the Dahaka. Phase shift from Brightwing. Renans, thank you for the follow. Glad you're enjoying the content, bud. Much appreciate the love.
Red team has launched a nuke.
Nuke drops into mid. Clears out the wave. Jaina drops a blizzard, or summons a blizzard. Swift strike through the minion wave. Muradin trying to dwarf toss in. No haymaker for 10 seconds. Shuriken Mastery done for Genji. 36 stacks for our Falstad as we have Johanna throwing out the Blessed Shield. A Blizzard down from the Jaina as well. Here comes the Water Elemental. The Pulse Bomb, Sticky Bomb onto Ultralisk. Gets a good heal from Rhaegar. Ancestral Healing just available now. Dahaka, meanwhile, in bottom lane. Hearthing out. I think he got one of the... Yeah, he got the bottom left nuke, so he's just going to Hearth up for safety. And meanwhile, Ultralisk and Blaze will go clear out top lane wave. Rhaegar coming up here to help. Oh, no, they're going boss. Falstad makes it very clear that they're heading to boss as he just floats right through the minion wave. Rhaegar and Genji didn't show on minimap. Muradin grabbed the bottom right nuke. And we still have 22 seconds on Johanna Death Timer, so this is a very, very good call from the dudes. Looking to take map number 1 in this best of 5 series. We'll have 40 stacks in that Falstad after this top lane wave. Nicely done. Some Shurikens immediately thrown into the top lane fort, just trying to take this down a little bit faster so the boss gets really good value onto the keep front gate, and 3/4 of a level to go. Okay, yeah, they check that bush and they see High Wraith leaving actually as Genji uses Cyber Agility. That could have been real bad. Muradin drops the nuke to open things up in top lane. We still have 2 other nukes on Ultralisk and Nano. Serdath will use a nuke of their own to try and zone and damage this boss. Still have a 3rd nuke available from Ultralisk. Muradin Dwarf tosses in. No Stormbolt connection because the ice block from Jaina. Blessed Shield flank from the Johanna. Pulls people in with a Condemn. Big Ancestral onto Ultralisk, who's able to barrel roll to safety out of the Blizzard from Jaina. As the Jump Propulsion from Blaze gets a huge splash onto the enemies. A Haymaker from Muradin pushes Johanna into a bad position. Can the members of the dudes capitalize? Absolutely. Our boss in top lane pushing towards core. We've got Muradin coming through. High Ray trying to back away. No Grand Slam level 20 for Muradin. He went rewind, and he's getting wonderful value from it. The core defense is launching nukes. The 3rd and final nuke picked up by the side of the dudes launched onto the core, and this is looking like it is going to be GG's over to the dudes. A lone Tracer to try and step out, but immediately Genji deflects, and that'll be the end of map number 1 in the second best of 5 of the day. Going over to the hands of the dudes. GG! Well, as always, we mentioned between games, sorry. Forgot how to talk there for a second. As I mentioned between games consistently, we are going to roll out some ads as we get ready for map number 2. Be sure to follow the stream, and if you're having a good time here, if you want to support, oh, I didn't even see this. We got Pit Fighter level 20. Be sure to follow the stream, and if you'd like to support further, it's always much appreciated if you would like to subscribe, gift a sub. Subscriptions for multiple months are now discounted. I believe tier 2s for multiple months is like $7, which is a better split for Bandit. You get an alert that you can scare me with every single month, and you get some better emotes as well. So it's a win-win for everyone at home. Technically, you're paying like $1 more than you would normally pay, and you get a tier 2 subs, and you get more flashy stuff. So definitely consider it. Let's go ahead and get ready for map number 2. Appreciate everyone being here. Thanks for hanging out. And I know the sub spiel gets a little old, but you know, this is our job. We gotta remind people to subscribe, as we're 26 subs away from a Diablo 2 stream. But I will see you all, if you're not subscribed, in a few minutes for map number 2. Okay, here we go. Map number 2 in this best of 5 series. On the left-hand side, it's going to be the dudes up in said series, as they did just take Warhead Junction. We've got Three-Legged Cat on the right, looking to give us a 1-1 score. We'll see what happens here in map number 2. As a reminder, this is the map draft style of heroes that are picked and played are unavailable for future maps, so at the start of this draft, we have 10 heroes unavailable. We will see bands at the top of the screen that only pertain to the current map draft, so 14 heroes will be unavailable by the time we actually start the draft. But The 10 holdover will be from Warhead Junction, so the vast majority of globals in this game are out. Dahaka, Brightwing, Falstead. Now you do have Abathur, he is a global. Illidan with Hunt is technically a global. You have Vikings, which technically can be a global. How you want to, define the term global. You also have Samuro with, Illusion Master level 10. You can kind of micro those illusions around the map and swap around. So, pseudo-globals, if you will. Either way. Chromie banned away. Lucio removed as well. We have had a lot of Cho'Gall bans today, unfortunately. We'll see if that persists, as that was Crankle Crew earlier, consistently banning away the Cho'Gall. So, three-legged cat, either play this in the past, or I'm not sure. Or just Crankle Crew don't want to deal with a Cho'Gall. There's the possibility of that. Just they don't want to deal with the two-headed ogre. He's an ogre, right? I think he's an ogre. Hogger will be banned away on the right. Wasn't Cho'Gall like baseline? Wasn't Cho'Gall like a heavy unit in like Warcraft 1 or something? Like wasn't a Cho'Gall like originally just like a baseline unit in Warcraft 1, the RTS? I vaguely remember making that unit. Maybe I'm thinking of something else, but either way. Sylvanas banned away as well. Hogger removed. Okay, I don't hate the bans here from both sides. They look pretty good. An immediate snap onto Maiev first pick. And things like Abathur are available. Dragonshire, I feel. He was the hero ogre in Warcraft 2. Oh, that's what it was? Okay. I remember when I was a kid playing the RTS, and I remember that character. I remember making that character. I just don't remember how, or where, or what, but... yeah. Junkrat Urel, okay. Good displacement, good control. We did see Urel earlier today with Sacred Ground, but I don't think that utility is going to be used here. I don't think. Could be still, actually. We'll find out. Sacred Ground popping up here and there a bit more. What do they want to pair into this Maiev with? Samuro early on. And Nubarak as well. So we'll get Wukong, Legacy of Heroes of the Storm. They need a healer. Or do you get rid of Abathur? Are you afraid of the Abathur at this time? Abathur Samuro is really annoying. Abathur Maiev as well. No! They get rid of Greymane, so they just don't want to deal with all the dive. I mean, it makes sense. Like, Samuro would be in the solo lane, and then you could still grab like Greymane and some healer like Stukov or something. Not Rhaegar, obviously, because he was played in map 1. Not Brightwing either, because she was also played there. Garrosh to be banned away. Samuro with mirror images and stuff like that. It's a lot of auto attack damage. Could consider an Arthas here. I wasn't sure if they would go Diablo, but I don't hate this. But I was thinking maybe Arthas for the Frozen Tempest into Samuro and Maiev. Get that auto attack speed reduction. And a Malfurion. Okay, the Malfurion leads me to believe the last pick will be a mage of sort. See, that way you can get Innervate value, because, I mean, Innervate on Diablos, it's fine, but I don't think Diablo's super mana-starved. Hanzo will be grabbed here. Okay. They still need a healer on the right side, or are they going to go healerless? Healerless is a bounty, but I don't think, I don't think you're trying to do some bounty shenanigans in a playoff matchup, especially when you lost the first map.
Locked and loaded.
The number one hero killer. The number one hero killer. One could say...
a singular strike.
Interesting. Nova last pick. Let's see what we got going on. Let's see how this goes. Nova last pick. This is very interesting. Very interesting. Say what, Baha? I thought you said no bounties. Did I? If I did, I misspoke. There are bounties for sure. I may have misspoke. I apologize if that's the case. But yes, there are bounties. There are bounties. Now, no bounties on the side of three-legged cat to be grabbed, but yeah, Nova is a bounty. Left-hand side, we've got the dudes with Ultralisk playing the Nova. Banana on your Malfurion. Nano, Junkrat, Blood is your Yrel, and Gaff to play Diablo. Right side, we're taking a peek at Three-Legged Cat, who are down in the series. Want to make this a 1-1 score after Dragonshire. We've got a Surdath Samuro, Drakon Anubrak, High Wraith will be your Maiev. Valar is on Hanzo, and last but not least, we'll see a Captain Rex Stukov. Overpower, Concussion Mine into the kill of Hanzo. First blood going over to the left-hand side. Junkrat getting that. Oh, I see what you mean. Oh, okay, my bad. Okay, sorry. I'm not computing well today apparently. Yeah, I guess I should have said no healerless bounty shenanigans is the better way to phrase that one. I mean, Nova's totally a very competitive and not meme hero at all. Not at all. Let's go through the Nova talents because we don't see a lot of her. So for those that don't know, her baseline's Precision Sniper. Hitting enemy hero with snipe permanently increases the damage of snipe by 6%, stacking up to 30%. When you're at max stacks, the damage is increased by an additional 25%. All stacks are lost of snipe all stacks are lost if snipe fails to hit an enemy. Level 1 is going to be Advanced Cloaking. After being stealth for 1 second, gain additional 10% movement speed. While stealth, regenerates 6 mana per second. And I believe the baseline, is the baseline 10%? 15, so you have, you're at 25% after that when the Advanced Cloaking does kick in. So you're just under mount speed. Wait a minute, Diablo in mid. Overpower onto the Anubrak. Can he be punished for this? He will be punished. Wait a minute. Impale. No, but Yrel's right there with the righteous hammer to the face. I gotta see. 63 overkill, righteous hammer to the face. Uh-oh, Gaff. Fire Stomp heals up a little bit. No way, really? Wait, what? Yo, okay. Gaff's got 9 lives in this best of 5, because if you saw map number 1 on that Muradin, he got away with, like, double-digit HP twice on that map that I saw. Might have been more than that. Gaff's got 9 lives right now. Dear heck. Concussion Mine, Nubrak blasted out of the bush. Fire Stomps are decent damage. Moonfire, oh no, the root from Malfurion, the Concussion Mine over the wall. Is there enough Fire Stomp damage? Junkrat gets the kill. Diablo Shadow charges Maiev into the wall and won't be able to take her down. You really thought he could get away. Clever. I saw what you did there. I see what you did there. Level 4 for the Nova, by the way, is reduce the Halo Hollow Decoy. Keep saying Halo for some weird reason. Hollow Decoy's cooldown and mana cost by 60%. Perfect Shot level 7. High Wraith should be taken. Oh, the snipe misses because the Vault of the Warrens, but nah, Junkrat still has the kill. Perfect Shot, by the way, at level 7. Hitting an enemy here with Snipe reduces its cooldown by 2 seconds and refunds half the mana cost, doubled against enemy heroes. So that doubled, by the way, against enemy heroes also includes the cooldown It also includes the cooldown, which baseline cooldown for snipe is 5 seconds, if I remember correctly. So you're basically giving yourself a 1 second cooldown if you snipe an enemy hero. 6 seconds, so 2 second cooldown. 2 second cooldown if you hit an enemy hero. Dragonite number 1 goes over to the left-hand side. 9 to 8, actually, in our experience, rounding up on those numbers because we're getting pretty close. Let's go ahead and cycle through the other numbers. Hanzo almost done with simple geometry. No pin down for Maev. Some snipes coming out from Nova. Maev goes in, so does Anubarak, but now they're kind of in this awkward spot as Concussion Mine splits High Wraith even further away, and Nova gets the snipe. The number 1 hero killer in Heroes of the Storm, making some moves for the side of the dudes. Concussion Mine splitting people around. Lightning Breath, Precision Strike, Ardent Defender, Riptire, and Tranquility. For Malfurion, still a level lead. Diablo stepping up into the enemy's faces and just kind of threatening. He's just menacingly standing there. Just standing there, menacingly. That Samura will soak up a bit of top lane. We got Yrel handling mid. Bottom lane is going to be a camp to be grabbed by a couple members of the dudes. Next Dragonite phase should be announced fairly soon, and Ultralisk on this Nova doing pretty good work. Containment Disc onto Diablo. Dragon's Arrow, Illusion Master Flailing Swipes, and Cocoon. Good scatter off the sidewall. Gaff getting low. Can he make it out alive this time? Tranquility activated by Malfurion, giving some armor to the heroes affected by the overgrowth. Wait, with this Lightning Breath, they don't get. Okay, they actually do take down the Anubarak. I was like, come on, you just gotta turn a little bit. Avenging Wrath will get the kill into Yrel as well, or into Maev as well. Yrel with the double kill. As Ultralisk lands the snipe into this Hanzo, trying to back away, and he will be able to do so with the Healing Pathogen of Stukov, but this will be bottom lane Fort falling. Beautifully done from the side of the dudes here in map number 2. And by the way, Precision Strike, a very low cooldown of 50 seconds after 1.5 second delay, deals 670 scaling damage to enemies within the area. It has an unlimited range. Nova is so OP. That's why we see her in so many games, yes. That is why she is so heavily prioritized. She is first pick, first ban material, absolutely. But she's so meta that she's not meta, you know? Nah, I mean. Uh-oh, Ultralisk. I think you're giga dead here, bud. Nicely done. Good dive onto the real Nova. She does have those decoys. A root from Malfurion underneath Diablo as he does get out of that cocoon, right? No, containment disc. And that was just to deny anyone stepping up into him. Yrel will jump onto the point. No one's here in mid for the channel. So they will get this at 50%. Sun and Moon Shrines traded between both sides. Cocoon? Okay, Junkrat gets the Concussion Mine. Anubarak's here. Precision Strike into the bush! Overpower. There's a root from Malfurion. The Lightning Breath activated as well. It's not going to take anyone down, but it definitely creates space for the Junkrat to back away safely. Doesn't really back away, still steps up, actually. Another snipe talent for Nova at 13. We'll talk about that in a moment here. Maybe have a fight breaking out in mid. Yrel in top lane does have the real Samuro, but he's going to be able to swap to a mirror image and get behind the safety of his fort front gate. All right, taking a look at Nova. Psionic efficiency. Sorry, efficiency. Snipe range is increased by 15%, and hitting a hero grants an additional stack of precision sniper. Okay, Banana looking for the channel. Delayed once by Hanzo. 14 to 12 in our levels. 13 talents here just about to roll through on the right-hand side, but Anubarak has to burrow charge away. Concussion Mine, Ripper Air. Oh, actually, no Ripper Air. Oh, he does have it. Sorry, I was looking at the wrong talent side. It's like, wait a minute, he doesn't have 13. Yeah, he does. Never mind. Sakuchi, Samuro. Anubrak continues with the Ursitating Spines. Virulent Reaction as well. Concussion Mine on the point, but no steal onto this camp. Available Dragonite channel in mid lane for the members of the dudes, but it doesn't look like they'll be able to get the channel for the time being as Maiev is here to delay. A root from Malfurion, a Dragon's Arrow from Hanzo going the wrong way. I guess just not hitting any heroes, realistically. Riptire almost takes down Captain Rex, but the Healing Pathogen was popped at the right moment. Nova was looking for the channel. Ultralisk unable to get it because Samuro jumps onto the point, and he'll get this Sun Shrine back in control. Concussion Mine. Nano gets to safety near the Moon Shrine on the lower side of the map. Umbra to pull Diablo out of position. Lurking Arm as well. Nova gets inside the Dragonite, and she'll look for mid lane forward off of all of this. Talents here, almost here. Diablo's Shadow charges in, but I think he's just looking for harassment. I don't think he's going to be able to take anyone down on his own. Junkrat pushes up bottom. What is Dragonite going to do? 46 seconds left to go, 27%. Another combination from Diablo. Dragonite moving up towards top lane fort. Throws the Molten Breath into the rotation and decides better than continuing to rotate up there. Junkrat in bottom lane, Concussion Mine. Jumps over the head of Urel. Malfurion inside the cocoon on the left-hand side of the engagement. Nova is going to cancel the Dragonite early. Actually, she still had 20 seconds to go, but wants to get into this team fight. A Riptire from Junkrat blasts the enemies back. The Precision Strike from Nova comes through. Beautifully done. She also picks up the explosive round level 16. Snipe also deals 90% damage to enemies near its impact. Not sure the radius of that explosion, but still. Full snipe build for this Nova, as she is currently sitting on about 28,000 heroic damage. Junkrat pulling ahead just now with 31,000. Lightning Breath activated by Diablo, canceling out any sort of Umbra Bind pull. Cancels that early. Minion Wave being pushed into bottom lane keep. Containment Disc on a Nova. A root once again underneath her for just a little bit of space in case anyone steps up. Junkrat and friends are still dealing some damage to this keep. A decoy was summoned just to tank a bit of damage from the keep right there. Samuro will get level 16 as well as his friends, of course. Does have that press the attack, excuse me. Giant Slayer for Hanzo. We've got full Fan of Knives build on our Maiev. Anubrak will go for the Epicenter, as well as the Super Strain for Stukov. Good back and forth here in map number 2 of this best of 5 series. Hope you're all having a wonderful Saturday, enjoying the games. Sunday if you're in a further time zone. Camps to be traded left and right side of this bottom lane. Junkrat uses Ripper Air to get over to this camp. Alright, what else do we got going on right now? Shrines in 10 seconds.
My husband is dead.
Is he now? Well, the husband is dead. All forts are still available on the side of the dudes here in map number 2. Nubrak burrows in, Spell Shield activated by Diablo. Umbra Bind will go out as well. Diablo just walking into it, looks for the overpower onto one of the enemies. Shadow charges a Siege Giant, it's absolutely ragdolled across the map there. Urel jumping onto top lane point. Serdath is going to get hit with a Righteous Hammer. Has to swap to mirror images. Has to swap away to a different mirror image. Dragon's Arrow goes wide in bottom lane, as you can see on the mini-map. Not connecting onto any enemies. Because EU arrows never miss. Precision Strike might have just been to honestly clear the wave. It's a low cooldown of 50 seconds. 20 talent tier is almost here. And Junkrat gets inside the Dragonite. What kind of value can they bring to the table? There was a camp grab to push onto the fort and top. Containment Disc onto somebody. Lightning Breath activated from Diablo, and decent damage onto Maiev. She does go down. Meanwhile, Nubrak is split from the team, sniped by Nova. A double kill goes over to the side of the dudes, and where are they going with this Dragonite? I was thinking they go bottom lane keep immediately, and yeah, they threw a Molten Flame on mid, but yeah, bottom is opened up from earlier siege, and This could be a keep guaranteed. 30-second death timer for the two heroes here. Hellgate in from Diablo, looking for one. The Precision Strike doesn't hit Valar. And now Diablo's in an extremely awkward spot, trying to get away. A kick onto Stukov, but Samuro finds the kill. And that was a bit greedy from Gaff. For the first time, his greediness or his aggression is going to be punished. Bottom lane keep has gone down. And here's the thing, that aggression, that greediness, it's not really that greedy because you still have all your forts available. Fort front gate in mid and bottom. Top lane has had some damage on it, but this is still a game favoring the members of the dudes. Precision Barrage, by the way. Precision Strike gains a second charge, and its cooldown is reduced by 25 seconds. So if we remember earlier, it was a 50-second cooldown. Concussion Mine to try and create some space for Nana. Natural Agility, Tranquility activated. Does have the Serenity level 20. As Yrel comes in with the Avenging Wrath, they're trying to focus down Hanzo, and they will be able to do so. Diablo is able to take down a Nubrak in the mid lane. And with the double kill had, is this enough to call core? It's looking like the rotation and the movement is saying yes. We're going to go core. We're going to make this a 2-0 series. It's a best-of-5 series, so still another map. And another chance for Three-Legged Cat, but not sure if they're going to be able to make this defense with the Samuro, Maiev, and Stukov. Doesn't feel like there's going to be enough here. Containment disc onto Junkrat, 25 on Hanzo, 24 on Anubarak. Precision Strike goes out, Lightning Breath from Diablo, Righteous Hammer into the corner, Stukov body blocked by Yrel, but she's not able to get the last bit of damage onto him, as now they focus in onto the core. Well, they're focusing back onto the core. They're getting some damage. Nova gets the snipe on the real Samuro. And the Monkey King goes down. Wukong is going to have another 54 seconds to consider what he wants to do. Precision Strike. Maiev had nowhere to go there. She was dead against the wall. Dead just outside of her Hall of Storms. As Diablo Shadow charges Hanzo into oblivion. The core is down to 50%. Hellgate in onto Stukov. This time, he will go down. And it is going to be a bit of a massacre as Nana will not fall. It is going to wrap up this map with a
Team kill.
17-2, and the dudes are not here to... they're here to play. They are here to play Heroes of the Storm and take a W. And they're on track for it. Alright, yeah, not a lot of believers on Three-Legged Cat in that game, which is honestly surprising, but there were odds. Unfortunately for Three-Legged Cat, they were not able to pick up momentum, and the Nova... How much damage did Nova have? 60... Jesus! I agree, Fish. I agree, fishes and sandwiches. I was gonna try and make a meme of your name, but I couldn't find a new meme to make, so I apologize. Welcome back, everybody. I got wicked bad heartburn today, apparently. Oh, excuse me. Well, let's get into it. Map number 3 in our second best of 3 of the day. Okay. What do we got going on? The dudes on the left-hand side for Infernal Shrines will be having first pick. We'll have on the right-hand side the Three-Legged Cat, who specifically chose this map. So there's something they want to do. There's some sort of draft they want to employ here, and we're going to find out what that's going to be. This is a very good map for... Cho'Gall will not be playable in this map, unfortunately. Damn it. I was really hoping we'd get a Cho'Gall here, but... Oh, the dudes don't want to have fun today, apparently. So what are we going to get for Infernal Shrines, though? Because there are 20 heroes unavailable. There are 20 heroes that are unavailable, so... Boo this man! We should make that a GIF emote. The dude from Half Baked who stands up. Boo this man! We need to make that a GIF emote so that way people can spam that in chat whenever someone bans Cho'Gall. Oh jeez, that'd be funny. Alright, let's see. Mephisto, Sylvanas, Cho, and Hogger.
Here we go again.
Alright, Chromie first pick is not bad. Good artillery around the objective. I wonder if there's any consideration for a Surgeon Hammer? Well, no, because, I mean, like, it's not like Chromie just wins, but it's just difficult against Chromie with Sergeant Hammer because she's constantly throwing in damage on you. Yeah, I don't think you want to hammer into a Chromie. At least I don't think you want to. But they will go Vala Leoric. They could just look at a Hypercarry Vala. That did work. That did work for Three-Legged Cat last series. They actually were down a map in the last series, and they were able to turn it around with their auto attack build Vala. So late game Vala is quite the monster. Okie dokie, Mr. Tasty Paws. Variant. So if they're literally doing single target deletion, they're just gonna charge taunt. Anduin was banned in map number 1. That's right. I was like, wait, wasn't Anduin played? No, Anduin was banned in map number 1. This is an insanely good start from the side of the dudes. An insanely good start. Probably going to focus in on a solo lane ban, I would assume. I think you'd want to get rid of a solo laner. Like, I don't think you're worried about, like, Cassia with blinds. I would honestly probably say you're more inclined to get rid of something that Leoric... No? Wow, gonna get rid of the Kerrigan. Actually, the Kerrigan works out with the composition quite well as well. There's just more tools to pull people in, quite literally, and lock them down. So Chromie can get burst value as well as Anduin landing the Chastise as well. So actually, the Kerrigan's mega heads up ban. Absolutely smart from them. Oh, what do you want to get rid of here, though? They're going to get rid of Uther. I was wondering if they would consider, like, an Uther or something else. Ariel is up. Ariel's a great hero for Vala to build up energy for. Also, keep in mind, Ariel's got Detainment Strike baseline, which is a great way to push back the variant who wants to dive onto her. So actually, I don't hate the idea of an Ariel. There's tons of value as well for her to get Detainment Strikes into the walls. Malfurion's been played. Gonna grab a Garrosh with what? The healer? Gul'dan. Honestly, I think Ariel is actually fantastic for this draft. I think Ariel would be fantastic for this last slot. Will we get it? I'm not too sure. It could be like a white main last pick. But like Stukov's been played, Rhaegar, Decker Kane's available too. Anna's available, but I don't think you want to go Anna here. So maybe like a Morales, Deckard, or Ariel on the right-hand side. That's at least what I would be leaning into. Malthael Zagara on the left. Okay. I don't hate it. Gives you some macro with Zagara. Malthael could go macro as well if he wants to go into the on a Pale Horse, or he could just go for the range at level 1. Could honestly just go for Fear the Reaper so he has the movement, but I still like the Ariel, yeah. I still like this quite a bit. Still like this quite a bit as a pickup. I think Three-Legged Cat could take us into a map number 4. I think they really could with this composition. I really like it. Good wave clear, fantastic scaling. I'm very curious what Gul'dan will go level 1. I'd like to see Pursuit of Flame personally and go into Rampant Hellfire and stuff like that, but we'll have to see. Let's get a gamble going and get into map number 3. Inferno Shrines. Sorry, couldn't remember the name of the map for a second there. 5-minute gamble. Get going. Get going. Get going. Get going.
Prepare yourselves for battle, heroes.
All right, the tea's steeped, and we're here ready to go. Map number 3. Hopefully it's not the last map of the day, but we got a Surdath on Leoric for the side of Three-Legged Cat. Over in the mid lane, Captain Rex on the Ariel. We've got a Vala, excuse me. High Wraith is going to be your Garrosh, and Gul'dan played by Drak. Left side looking for a quick 3-0. Not doing anything with the sword on the map. We've got our dudes. Banana on Anduin, Ultralisk Zagara, Nano Chromie. Gaff will be your Varian, and Blood playing that Malthael. It is going to be the Fear the Reaper level 1, Deep Breathing for the Chromie. We've got Lion's Maw Varian, Corpse Feeders on our Zagara for the Infested drop, as well as the Even-Handed Blessing. On the opposing side, Searing Light. We've got the Unrivaled Strength. Multi-shot Fire at Will. Interesting. I mean, it's not... This is, I think, the one map where I think it's good to go this, but I'm kind of surprised it's not auto-attack build for our Vala here, as they're just diving deep onto Varian. He will go down. Also going to be seeing the Pursuit of Flame, as I mentioned, for the Gul'dan at level 1. And we'll also see Osin's Renewal. Huh. Very interesting on that W build for Vala level 1. Okay. Bit of poke damage onto Garrosh. Leap of Faith, as I think Garrosh was actually trying to get the toss. Yeah, he had it off cooldown. I think he was going to look to throw Malthael, but the Leap of Faith canceled that out. Beautifully done. The gamble is going, as I mentioned, could be the final gamble of the game day, so be sure to get a big Twitch prediction. And actually, if this is the final map of the day, I might try and jump into some Stormgate casting, because there is a tournament currently going on, I believe. So we could possibly do some Stormgate casting if that's still going on. We'll take a look here after this map number 3. As I said, hopefully it's not the last map of the day, but if it is, maybe we'll try and get some extra game casting in. Zagara is getting tons of creep spread in top, as well as value into the fort front gate. And speaking of that fort front gate, top lane will be our first Punisher of the game coming up in about a minute. 6 stacks for Varian on his level 1, just checking the bush with that Lion's Fang. Lion's Maw 6 out of 25, right? Yeah, 25. Piercing Light for the Anduin. Zagara's got the Envenom Spines and Horror Anomaly for our Chromie. Taunt Varian. Of course, you have the Arsenal for the Vala. Makes a lot of sense because you want that mana return, as well as you increase the range, and you get the 3 grenades dealing extra damage. Ooh, 14,000 to 3,000. Nicely done, chat. Repeated offense, of course, for Ariel at level 4. You get the extra distance on the knockback. We also raise that damage to 250 by the end. Chromie's with the Morbius loop for the extra slow on the center. Yeah. Taunt from Varian. Sirdath Leorc is able to Wraith Walk back. Early game siege is really good for the dudes as Three-Legged Cat comes up into top and starts clearing things out. But objective phase is here. Chromie with a time trap in the bush. Gul'dan's going to be able to get an auto or so onto that. Another time trap set up in the opposing side. Hey Mel, what's up? 5 stacks on Gul'dan's level 1. He's going to pick up a 6th right there off of Varian. Currently have Leorc with the Neil Peasants level 4, clearing out the objective. 7 talents here on the left-hand side, but it seems like Zagara Malthael, they're just going to go ahead and soak. They're going to give up first objective. Going to just try and soak and open up the map as much as possible. The Vala's starting to help out around this objective, so Zagara doesn't get too much time to free siege. Uh-oh, Chromie though, is taken down. 2nd kill over to the side of Three-Legged Cat. Raising the stakes here for map number 3. As the experience is starting to... it's still pretty even because of the extra split soaking. Indomitable activated. Garrosh throws Varian over the wall. Detain Strike into the wall. Gets the stun. That will be a Leap of Fate to save. And another Groundbreaker from Garrosh. Currently have the Arcane Punisher. I think I said Mortar earlier, and I apologize. Wrong Punisher. High Wraith getting low, but somehow not taken down. I thought there would have been a pick onto the garage, but it looks like the Punisher gets the fort front gate, and that'll be the end of that siege. Leoric goes over to bottom lane to kind of push things up as best as he can. Go ahead and cycle through the other numbers, because we are getting close to 10 talents, of course. Gul'dan still got a little bit to go on his level 1 quest. I think he's got like 18 more stacks needed or something. So the Leoric will be relieved of his double soak duties. He's going to start heading towards mid-top area, but of course, yeah, Varian had a charged taunt on him, I think. No taunt, actually. More infested drops. Gaff thrown out of position. No follow-up. Lockdown into him. Multi-shot getting another stack for Vala. She does get the damage increase at the 20 mark, but we'll take a look after these stats do roll through at the bottom of your screen and see where she actually sits with all that. A little bit of spray back and forth right there. Missing the drain. Leoric needs to maybe get out of this. There's no Leoric. He's dead. Wait, a heal? No! That heal was like half a second too late. That's so unfortunate. Taunt from Varian slowing Sands. Garrosh pops Indomitable. And a heal from Ariel does bolster high rate's health bar. It is a Zagara Nidus network, which is going to be a bounty if the members of the dudes win this map. We got Varian with Warbringer, Last Rite, slowing Sands. Anduin's holding. Is he considering Holy Word Salvation? I mean, Detainment Strike interrupt, Groundbreaker interrupt, Rain of Vengeance. No, I don't think you want it. There's too many interrupts onto Holy Word Salvation. So I think it's just going to be that Light Bomb. High Wraith is so low, gets a heal from the Blood Craze. The Horrify from Gul'dan pushes Varian out of position. And Vala with only 14 stacks on that level 1. A little rough on that questing talent right there. Anduin still holding 10. It is going to be Crystal Aegis, Warlord Challenge, Rain of Vengeance, Horrify, and Entomb for the members of Three-Legged Cat. Zagara manages top lane wave quite quickly. Impaler Camp grab for mid. Our objective phase number 2 should be announced soon. Frozen Punisher in the bottom lane. Let's see, Zagara's got a Nidus Worm over here. She's 60 seconds from a second stack. Maybe there was another one that was cleared out. Light Bomb onto Gul'dan, finds the kill. Vala throws back a multi-shot. Might have gotten a stack or something, but a Rain of Vengeance is not enough room for Ariel to be saved. And Crystal Aegis was available. Unfortunately, she's just not able to use it. And this is going to be bottom lane fort going down before the objective phase, which is really rough. Meanwhile, Zagara still just macroing. Ultralisk doing a great job of constantly clearing things out. I take a sip of tea, and Maltheo finds the Garrosh kill with Last Rites. The Leap of Faith pulls an ally out of the Entomb from Leoric. Bottom fort has gone down, and this is going to be Frozen Punisher started out, and I assume grab for the dudes. Yay indeed, Chromie. Your team is winning. Not really yay for us, because, you know, I'd rather see more games today, but Zagara in top lane. They're going to go for the Consolation Prize and try and take her down. She is going to try and trade into Vala, and will be able to do so. That is giga unfortunate. That is absolutely horrifically unfortunate. As they thought they had the gank on Zagara, but she ends up trading in the end, so you can't be too upset about that. Like, yeah, oh no, like, oh no, I'm going to die, but at least I took someone down with me. So, charge, taunt, Gul'dan threatens. Threatened is about it. Another charge. He's got that Warbringer level 4. He's actually really chasing onto Gul'dan consistently here. And they should get the kill. Wow, just running him down in this top lane. We do have Punisher in bottom right now. Ford has already gone down. Frozen Punisher will not be assisted by any allies. Vala gets the pull on the Punisher right there, vaulting away and not being stunned. Top lane Fort getting a little bit low, but no minion wave available. Garrosh is caught inside the slowing Sands. The Light Bomb as well. Crystal Aegis to deny that. Irate's still kind of caught inside all this. Last Rites takes him down, and Maltheo will be traded. That's another stack for Maltheo. 10 seconds off his heroic. Horrify from Gul'dan splits the Chromie towards the fort. Slowing Sands into Detainment Strike. Ooh, indeed. Well, Chastise Piercing Light. Oh, good Entomb from Leoric. And they will be able to take him down. It is 1 for 3, favoring the side of Three-Legged Cat. Zagara continues to push bottom. I'm sorry. Is this still happening in top? Nidus Worm from Zagara. Up in top lane. One near mid and one in the bottom. Down over here in this bush. Malthael woke it. Oh, he gets it in time! He gets the interrupt. 3 seconds, by the way. 3 seconds on a Last Rites. He dives in. Last Rites applied. Crystal Aegis denies. Varian charges with a little hello. Zagara jumped inside this Nidus down over here. Not sure where she's going to jump out. Still just chilling in bottom lane. Vala did Hearth out completely. Well, they're going to once again try and dive onto Zagara. She's trying to avoid these sidewalls. Ultralisk. Vala vaults forward and does take her down, and they will clear out that Nidus Worm in bottom lane. Garrosh, not caught by the Slowing Sands. He's actually, I think, zoned by the Slowing Sands right now. An Impaler camp from mid lane to be grabbed. Speaking of mid lane, Mortar Punisher coming up fairly soon. Okay. Malthael finishes out this camp for bottom. Another Nidus Worm to be cleared away. Groundbreaker finds Varian, throwing him out of position. Light Bomb to zone. Charges onto Vala. Taunt onto Gul'dan. Rain of Vengeance, Horrify. Leoric goes down to Malthael. Meanwhile, Banana so very low is going to be traded. Crystal Aegis self-cast, and it's just Leoric and Anduin traded in the engagement. Taunt onto Garrosh in mid. He's going to get thrown out of position. He gets a Blood Craze. No way. Gul'dan comes through with the last bit of damage needed. And Garrosh will not fall. Blood Craze is constantly healing up here. Sorry, not Blood Craze. The no, I'm blanking out. Blood Craze is a level. It's the Bloodthirst. Bloodthirst. I believe Blood Craze is like a 13 Bloodthirst talent for Garrosh. How often is Murky Cup? The tournament duration. It's just a single tournament, so. Qualifiers were on Wednesdays and Saturdays. The playoffs are on Saturdays and Sundays, starting today. We'll have 2 best-of-5s today. We're in the second best-of-5. 2 best-of-5s tomorrow. 2 best-of-5s next Saturday, and 1 best-of-5 and a best-of-7 on Sunday of next weekend. Exclamation bracket if you would like to know the schedule. Three-Legged Cat fighting some later game kills, getting this objective phase. It's a Mortar Punisher, but Last Rites! Last Rites! What? Captain Rex with a heal at the last second. Nicely done. And this Punisher will push things out, but yeah, Leoric's got to go manage top. The rest of the team clears things out in mid. Garrosh down in bottom lane, making sure that this keep is not going to be taking too much damage. Vala and Gul'dan step out further. We do have Gul'dan full, well, he's got, excuse me, not full. He's got Fell Armor and Rampant Hellfire, which that Rampant Hellfire is a big one as well as Manticore. Mithril Mace for our Leoric. He did go into Spectral Leech. Those 2 talents are often combined together. We got a little bit of a pause going on right now, so let's go ahead and jump out of the game. And we'll figure out what's going on with this pause and jump back in just a moment. 3 stacks on Last Rites for Malthael. We've got 18.5 on both sides. Punisher will expire, so we don't know where our next Punisher will be. It's assumed to be top or bottom. Yeah. Not looking too bad for Three-Legged Cat in the mid to late game. Actually, I'd say we're getting closer to late game status right now. Ariel, if you are curious, does have 5 stacks on Reservoir of Hope. And that is 75 per, right? So 375. Detainment Strike, Repeated Defense is finished out as well. Mithril Mace. By the way, so each maximum energy ray of heaven Ariel casts increase the maximum amount of energy that can be stored by 75. So Ariel can restore currently 670. I believe it is additive to the bar. I'm pretty sure it is. I'll have to check that out in a bit once we get back into the game. But we don't know what the pause is for. There was a player that was saying that they've been having some internet issues with their new house, so it's probably going to be that is the case. We got a couple camps available. Lanes are pretty neutral on both sides. It's looking good. It's looking good. Does she have the Regeneration Globe talent? Yes, Glimmer of Hope level 7. Collecting Regeneration Globe increases or reduces the cost of Ariel's next Ray of Heaven by 75%. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Literally no communication from the players, but as I said, the assumption is that it's going to be a lag issue from one of the players that did complain about having new internet. Oh boy, man, I am tired. Whew. At least the games didn't start at 6 a.m. today. Man, sleeping, like waking up at, there's a difference of waking up at like 5 than waking up at like 4 a.m. for casting. There's such a difference. Trying to get my blanket from completely underneath me. There we go. Gosh, golly. Oh, status. There we go. We got a status request. Excuse me. All right. So, ready requests are coming out. All right. Looks like it is good to go. Let's get back into game. Camp on the top left will be grabbed as we have entered back into our map number 3 in this second best of 5 of the day. 10 to 8 in kills, favoring the side of Three-Legged Cat, who have really rallied in the late game. Yeah, there's actually a 4K difference in Heroic, but it still is even because of the early minion difference, right? Yeah, Minions is pretty close. Passive experience and structures and mercenaries is where it's being made up. Okay, I see. I thought it was so much macro play early on that might have been where the experience deficit had unfolded, but no, it's a few other things. The Orc to grab camp on the top right. Chromie poking onto the fort right now. So we get back into our Inferno Shrines map. Some multi-shots from Vala. She's currently got 30 stacks on that. Does have Manticore level 16. Bile drop into the bush over on the... Excuse me, the Infested drop onto the bush. 6 stacks of 12 for a Bile drop. Toss, Groundbreaker, Detainment Strike, but Varian will be leapt away to safety. Chromie poking out. Pings onto the fort for top lane. Varian charges onto Garrosh, who's caught inside the Slowing Sands. That's going to be a Crystal Aegis to buy some time, but he still goes down. The Horrify from Gul'dan. The enemy team does have 20 talents here. And we've got Glory to the Alliance, Censure, Pack Instinct, Slowing Sands with the Unfurling. Unraveling? Unraveling, excuse me. The Orc goes down to Malthael. It's probably a last rites. Yep, 40 seconds of cooldown on that bad boy. No announcement of the objective yet. And coming back off the coming back from the unpause, or from the pause, is probably a better way to say it. This is going to be top lane, keep front gate, sieged into. Malthael went into the buyback. No one can stop death level 20. Leoric with his Buried Alive. We've got the Shield of Hope for Ariel. No Diamond Resolve from her. Titanic Might for our Garrosh, as well as the Manticore, or not Manticore, sorry, Farflight Quiver and Haunt for Gul'dan. Waves to be cleared out. Vala trying to keep that hatred going. Time stopped by Chromie, but they don't step back into her. Malthael finishes up this camp. Zagara is spreading some creep around. Gonna jump into the Nidus. She's got one for top. Okay. A little bit of harassment onto Garrosh. Slowing Sand put down as well. Banner out as on top of all that. Keep in mind, he does have Lord of the Alliance. So lower cooldown, so he's going to spam that quite a bit. Chastise denied by the Indomitable of Garrosh. Meanwhile, Leoric and Malthy are working on this objective facing. Leoric with a bit more. Bottom lane and mid lane do have camps pushing in, but that's not the concern. Right now, the concern is Varian charging in with a taunt. That's a whole heck load of damage from Chromie. Crystal Aegis from Ariel. Does she have a shield at the last second? She does. That's going to be a double toss onto the enemies. Zagara does go down. Mithril Mace finished up by our Leoric as he lands the Drain Hope into Gaff, but with Zagara dead, it seems like this is going to be objective phase over to the side of Three-Legged Cat, but they're going to need to Hearth out and deal with bottom, which is almost going to take down a keep by the time Leoric is able... Oh, no. They're just giving it. They're like, hardcore sieging top lane as 5. Okay. All right. They're committed. I think they're just committed to winning this. Yo, Kel, what's up, bud? Good morning to you. It's still morning for me. Malthiel self-cleanses. Eats the jump of the Punisher. Punisher at 75%. Top lane keep front gate has already been taken down. Our Gul'dan very low on HP. Bottom keep has gone down. Varian thrown out of position near Gul'dan, who had to back away for a second. Big heal available for Ariel, and definitely gets a nice chunky heal into the allies. Sirdeath is going to Hearth back at this time. Rain of Vengeance from Vala. Detainment Strike into the keep. Garrosh is so low. That's going to be a Shield of Hope once again. Gul'dan, or, oh no, Ariel? Ariel?
Hero slain.
She had it off cooldown. I don't know, there was some teammate, something going on right there in comms. Captain Rex was like, nah, just die, get full mana and HP. I don't want to burn this heal because, you know, spamming heals aren't... there's no benefit to spamming heals, especially with a level 16. Okay, it is adding up. Okay, it is. It's 2,134. So yeah, you have 1,050 extra healing on that Reservoir of Hope. Does it count as a Chastise hit, even if it's unstoppable? Yeah, I mean, the damage still goes through. If it were to hit Garrosh first and then hit Vala second, you'd still get a stack of Piercing Light. But, I mean, yeah, the damage will be there. It's just the CC is not there, so you still deal 415 damage. And whatever Censure does as well. Just stuns, okay. So I thought it was going to add in damage or something. Bro, I can't believe I'm still reeling from that no heal on the ally. Anyways, it doesn't matter. Memes have been had. 11-11, and currently minion wave approaching core, but the allies are not far off from rotating in to clear this away. Next Punisher, Mortar Punisher in the bottom lane, and if it's won by the side of the dudes, they're gonna walk that straight to core. By the way, if you came by Discord movie night last night and you saw the movie 9, I hope you enjoyed it. Oh, dude, that movie's so good. It's such a sleeper of an animated movie. It is a bit of a dark movie, but I think it's like the tone of it's dark, but it's not a horror movie. Because that was immediately like we were like the first like 10 minutes of the movie, people started asking in Discord like, is this a horror movie? It's just got dark points to it, but as I said in the Discord chat, honestly, it is probably one of the closest Souls-like movies you'll get. Like, if you ever were like, damn, I really would love to see a movie kind of like Dark Souls, it's kind of like that. It's got some lore bits. You've got this dead world. Oh, the buried alive attempt. I love the movie 9, if you've never seen it. Not to be confused with the movie 7. Not to be confused. Now, that is a horror movie. 7 is a horror movie, which I didn't realize when I rented it when I was younger. Because I don't think it was really labeled horror. It's like a thriller, I think it is. No, there's some horror aspects of 7, in my opinion. Charge, taunt, into Leoric. He Wraith walks out of the Slowing Sands. Last rights onto Garrosh is denied by a Crystal Aegis from Ariel. as this objective phase is being contested, but 20-5 in Skeletal Defenders favoring the members of the dudes. Garrosh pops the Indomitable just as Varian charges in. That's going to be Horrified from the Gul'dan. Drain his health, and Varian does go down, but they're still committed to the Surdeath that's so very low, and the Leoric is going to try and Wraith Walk away. He does not go down to the Shield of Hope of Ariel. Zagara's Bile Drop level 7's finished out. She'll summon some extra roaches that will steal away this objective, but Vala vaults forward, Manticore value. And this Punisher will be cleared in the bottom lane wave. Souls-like movie. Bambi is a Souls-like of Disney movies. It kind of is. What's the name of the movie? 9. The number 9. It came out in 2009. So you can Google 9 movie or 9 and then 2009. It's got Elijah Wood, John C. Reilly, and a bunch of other amazing voice actors and actresses. It's on HBO Max if you have it. But I seriously, I recommend it. If you've never seen the movie, I highly recommend it. Some stunning visuals as well. There's some really cool visuals of that movie. Well, the core is going to take 4. Whoa! It's going to take 12% damage right there. As top lane Keep did go down during all of this. On the right-hand side, top lane Keep's already been taken down over here from earlier siege. Leoric in ghost form is going to scout this out. Gonna cheat a little bit of death right there. Time stop to actually stop Leoric from cheating. Oh my god, that was actually cool. Chromie time stopped her ally Malthael, so that broke the Drain Hope in ghost form that was getting cooldown on his death timer. That's actually really smart. I've never seen someone do that before. Enjoying a visit at a winery? You are? Well, enjoy. Okay. I think we can all be honest that Black Cauldron is the most Souls-like Disney movie out there. Actually, I haven't seen Black Cauldron in ages, but I remember I had a friend that worked at a slider place back in Metro Detroit that I would always go see her after the bar. And we were just talking about random stuff. And she had mentioned, she's like, "You've never seen Black Cauldron?" I was like, "No." She's like, "It's like the darkest Disney movie out there. You should watch it." And I remember watching it like that weekend and being like, "Holy shit, this is very dark for a Disney movie." Oh, Crystal Aegis denies the damage over time onto Garrosh, and he's able to back away. No kill onto him. Wonderfully done from Captain Rex. Making sure Garrosh lives this time. I appreciate that, Kel. Thank you so very much for the support and the kindness. It's very nice of you. Thank you all for hanging out with me today. As I say, there's a lot of places you can be watching content on Twitch, and I appreciate you choosing our channel. Heck, you guys could be watching chickens and stuff. You could be watching, like, Dash Ducks or whatever that channel name is, where it's just ducks. Titanic might toss. There's the last rights on to Garrosh. He gets taken down. The Entomb buried alive. No, Leoric falls as well. Vala, Ariel, Gul'dan need to make the most... Okay. Vala and Ariel need to make the most insane defense ever. I mean, she's got Manticore with 450 HP. Captain Rex is probably dead. Good cleanse on the Malthael. Shield of Hope activated. Ladies and gentlemen, I do believe the dudes are going to take this series with a team kill. And that'll be map number 3 over to the side of the dudes. GG, well played. They take the series 3-0. Yeah, it's like Mandalay Bay does streams and stuff. You could be watching octopuses. Or no, they have a jellyfish day. That's what it is. Alrighty, so I'm just looking at something really quickly. Alright, looks like... Yeah, looks like the Stormgate thing is done for today, unfortunately. So no Stormgate casting today, unfortunately. I was hoping we could maybe sneak into that for a couple games, but it looks like that's over. So that will be our stream for the day. Let's pay out the people. The dudes did win that one.